Also, I forgot to let y'all see my shirt of the day. It says, "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor," because it needs to be done. I got this shirt from a brand called Nominated, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure the name of the brand is Nominated. I follow them on IG, so if you want to check it out, please do. But yes, they need to arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Hello everyone, it's your girl JLB87 here, and today we are going to get into some exciting makeup today because this is my first time ever trying this brand, and it's a luxury high-end brand. So shout out to my girl Beauty Deals BFF for hooking me up with this deal, because otherwise I wouldn't have got these because it was entirely too much, and since I never tried the brand, we wasn't about to risk it, girl. Especially since Pat McGrath keep coming up with all this awesomeness. And then I'm trying to dabble into Charlotte Tilbury a little bit, and then Mara decided he would just drop a whole launch on us. I wouldn't have dared try this brand. Not to mention, like I said, because it's just high as hell. But Beauty Deals BFF hooked it up for me, and so that's why you're getting this review of me trying Chantecaille for the first time. And the awesome part is these are the quads I really want to try. I want to try the finishing powder as well, but they didn't have that on sale. They just had these on sale, so I went with these. And these were like on sale for $47 a piece or something like that. So I'm super excited to try them out. This is the warm quad and this is the cool quad. I had to get both quads though, just because, you know. I don't know much about this brand though. This says Hummingbird Eye Quad Cool. Let me see. A spectrum of 4 flattering shimmer shades that create an elegant, defined eye. I got a feeling elegant, defined eye means like, if you know, it's just gonna be like really sad and pitiful shimmers that don't give that much glimmer off. Because look at these. They don't look like they finna be doing anything for, you know, me too much. So I'm gonna have to grab a matte palette for this. So I'm gonna just do one eye with each palette, and then we're gonna talk about my thoughts on this expensive ass eyeshadow quad, because I think they cost like $80 a piece if you didn't get them on sale. This is a spectrum of 3 flattering shimmer shades and 1 matte base shade that creates an elegant, defined eye. And this is the warm Hummingbird Quad. And they give you this little booklet in each one about hummingbirds, and I guess they're supposed to be like trying to help save the forest and all that. It says, "We believe that the future of the forest and of the exquisite and incredible species within it is more secure in the hands of the gardens who have lived there for generations." The Hummingbird collection includes, the blurring finishing powder I was talking about that I didn't get in the eye quads. Chantecaille is shining a light on the efforts of the non-profit Amazon conservation team in their work protecting the ancient lands of indigenous groups across the region, where regenerating forests to preserve traditional cultures. So they got some lip stuff too. Honeysuckle and passion fruit will directly support the foundation. Okay. I got those in both of the palettes. So I remembered, I think it was, what's that girl's name? Morgan Turner. I believe it was her that said that they support some animal thing every year, and that's why it's so high, because a portion of the proceeds goes to them. But I'm like, just looking at these, let me open up the warm one so you can see. I feel like it's just not gonna work for me too well. But yeah, this is the color of this one. Believe it or not, I like the color of this one better, and I feel like this one looks really similar to the Charlotte Tilbury quad that just came out. I mean, like, her shades are a little bit, I think her shade is a little bit darker, but like these 3 shimmers look exactly like it to me. So I'm like, okay, so we might compare this one along with the one that Mother just came out with together and see how those work out, since I have this one now. So anyway, let's put on our Hourglass eyeshadow primer, because I figured since, you know, we're using this bougie palette, we need to use a bougie eyeshadow primer as well. Let's just bougie it all the way out. If I had a more expensive eyeshadow primer, I would use it, but this is the most expensive one I own, and I felt like that was enough. I think it's pretty even with the price of the Marc Jacob one, if I remember correctly. So my skin looks so textured right now, like on my cheeks, just because of all the product I have on it. But prime the other one real quick, a little bit more. I'm trying not to do a whole bunch of eye looks today, y'all, because I'm still gonna have to go to my grandma's house tonight after Adriangameover's dad comes to pick him up, and try to film like the Pat McGrath eye look, and then the Dior highlighter video, along with I'm hoping the Kirsten Dominique lipsticks, because I heard they're supposed to be coming in today. They sent me an email saying they were out for delivery, so I want to get those 3 videos done tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do like the Charlotte Tilbury one. Since I have like her whole collection, I have the eyeshadow quad, I have the big palette, and then I have the highlighter. If you didn't see on my Instagram, it came broken, and I still haven't heard back from them about, you know, what to do as far as that goes. So I'm just like, It's like I already feel kind of finicky about her brand, because like everything I try, I feel like isn't consistent, and then you can't respond to my message. So it's only been, I think, 1 or 2 days, so it's like I'm not really tripping off it. But it's like if I don't hear from them by this time next week, then it's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna be fucking with Charlotte no more, because I don't play about my coin. That one thing I don't play about. Just like she don't play about hers, I don't play about mine. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just grabbing some random brushes, because as usual, I was not prepared to like have any type of eye look done in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because I planned on doing it off camera and just using the Makeup by Mario palette and using the Viseart palette. I kind of wanted to do it like a Harley Quinn wannabe look, and then see how you all would feel about it, and then I'd film it if you were interested in seeing it. But you know, this came in the mail, and this was like more exciting to me since I've never used it, so we're gonna go with this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the cool tone one, just so we can get it out the way. So this is what it looks like again. I like the packaging and the detail they took on it. I'm gonna just take my Viseart Dark Matte palette. This is one of my favorite Viseart matte palettes, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use the blue or if I want to use the purple. I'm thinking we're just gonna play it safe and go ahead and use the purple, since there's no mattes in here. Or maybe, yeah, I think I'll use the purple, and then I'll dust this color over the top of the purple, and then we'll get into like how we're gonna place what shimmer where and all that good stuff there. So take this Refer 13, and Refer's like having a 20% off sale right now, I'm told. And then I think like on Columbus Day Monday, they're supposed to have 50% off the core collection or whatever, or sorry, 48% off, which I don't get. Like, why is it 48? Why didn't you just do the full 50? I don't get it, but whatever. Excuse me, it's not for me to understand. And the brand, they do whatever the hell they want. I just thought it was weird that it was 48%, but I heard Mel Thompson talking about it, and then Jessica for the last like 2 weeks during the new makeup releases going on with the Cernal videos or whatever, she was talking about the last couple of episodes. So I was like, okay, I was thinking about getting the whole core set. I don't know though, just because I already own one of the core sets, and I'm like, do I really need another set? I feel like I don't, because if anything, I can always use some more eye brushes, because y'all know I have to wash them in between videos, because I don't necessarily have a lot of those. So I'm thinking if I did anything, I'd get like those. I wouldn't get, you know, some more of the face brushes, because they're not really necessary. The number 1 brush is the only one I'm really concerned about grabbing, because it's like I have a lot of the other brushes from them. I'm gonna take this brush and go in with that tannish looking shade, or the grayish tan shade I showed y'all earlier. But yeah, so I'm thinking about grabbing some. If I do, that'll be it. But I just grabbed like some new Sigma brushes. I had to grab an extra detail diffuse crease brush, at E33, and then I grabbed another E27, because I like to use that sometimes to place shadow on the outer V when I run out of my E45, because I only have 2 E45s, and I had to leave one at my grandma's house, so that way I'd have something there. So I'm thinking about taking one of these E27s to her house too, so I have one there. And then I think I have 3 of the detail diffuse crease brushes, so I can leave both of those here, and I'll still have one at her house if I remember correctly. But I have to check when I get there. And then I always buy 2 of each brush, so I at least have 1 of each brush at home. Okay, it looks nice. But I mean, we already know that Viseart quality palettes perform very nice, so that's not to say much. We need to get into the actual Chantecaille. So I'm thinking we're gonna put this one on the back of the eye, and I'll put this one toward the front, since it has some dual chromy looking shimmers in it, and then I'll put this in the inner corner and just dab that on top. So I'll swatch all 4 of them so you can see what they look like before we actually put them on the eye, because I'm feeling like they're gonna give me minimal pigmentation, and then I'm gonna be upset. So, and I didn't swatch them in the order in the pan. I'm just swatching them at random. So yeah, just as I suspect, they're really subtle. Like they don't really pack that much of punch. The only one that packs halfway a decent punch is this one, and I feel like the darker one. Otherwise, I feel like they're just like meh. You know, meh. Trying to wipe all this off my fingers with this napkin. Okay, so I'm gonna take this It Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna take that purple shade, and as y'all know, it's gonna go toward the back of the eye. So, oh, okay, it looks better on the eye than it did when I swatched it, but still looking kind of like a light wash of shimmer, if you will. And the way that other one swatched, I think we should just put this all over the lid, and then like just concentrate that one I want to put for the front of the lid on top of this, because I'm feeling like since that one was so sheer when we swatched it, that it's gonna, you know, be more like a topper situation, and we can just top it toward the front and leave the back with the darker shade. So that's what we're about to do. Okay. So this was the shade, and we're just gonna go ahead and pop it toward the front. Exactly. It needs that help with the base in order to be the color it is, because before it was just a whole hot mess. So we're gonna stop that right there, and then I'm gonna take that darker shade and try to blend it in with this, so that way you can't see where it starts and ends, because that's not what we want. So slightly, just maybe I should add like a tad more. Okay, so this quad is working out pretty nicely. I'm gonna go back into the purple a little bit, because I want a little bit more on the outer V right here a little bit. Okay, so let's dust it real quick. I think I might actually put that darker blue I was talking about underneath the lower lash line, because I don't plan on doing any more eye looks till my grandmother's house tonight, and I can just add some more concealer when I get there. So where is my brush? I know, y'all, it's crazy. I'm actually doing a lower lash line on camera. Like, who am I, child? We're gonna take that navy blue and just, and then I might like dust the purple underneath there, but I want more of like a blue, purplish, smoky type vibe. So I felt like we'll keep the purple at the top and we'll do the blue at the bottom. Adriangameover has a little video that he about to start streaming at like 12 o'clock. So I think he said like 11:45 he's gonna start streaming. So that should be pretty soon. So mommy's just gonna have to stay in the kitchen, since for once no one is in the house but us, so he doesn't have to worry about anybody interrupting. My mom doesn't interrupt. It's just my grandmother's always like trying to talk when other people trying to do things, and you know, yeah. So we said we're gonna take the taupe shade and put that in the inner corner, and then put the pink as a pop. So let's do that. That way we have used all 4 of the shades. So they are giving me more pigmentation than I expected, but it's still like not as much as you all know I would prefer, so I'm not surprised. But overall, I feel like the formula is pretty nice for, you know, what it's giving me. And get the frosty pink on top of there. And this is eye number 1.
Adopt Me players broke Roblox again.
I thought it didn't start till 11.
I know, but everybody
12
wants to be there, so they can't record it. I can't even get into my own private server. That's how bad it is. They just hit 1 million. They just hit 1 million players. Again.
Okay. I'm assuming that's a big deal.
That's a record.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Okay, y'all. So we're done with the first quad, the cool quad. So let's get into the warm quad, which has its own matte. So I can put this Viseart Dark Mattes palette back. You will see this in like the very next video coming up, or the video after that. I'm not sure yet. It'll probably be the last video. But anyway, because it has the most to talk about. But anyway, let's get into the warm quad. So, the warm quad, y'all saw it had these 4 shades in it. I'm going to just take the brown shade to start off with. I'm trying to wipe off my inner corner brush so I can use it again. And I need to try to wipe off this lower lash line brush because I'm going to have to use it again too. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So I'm moving brushes out the way I already used, so we don't use them again by accident. I'm going to take my detailed diffuse crease brush. Ah, here you are. I'm going to take my E33 from Sigma, one of my favorites, and we're going to just dust the brown into the crease because there's not too many matte options to choose from. I'm thinking I might have to pull that Viseart palette back, and I shouldn't have put it up so quick because, as you can see, this brown is my skin tone. So what is it doing for my crease? Not a damn thing. It's just, as you can see, I'm blending it. I mean, I feel like it just looks like there's a shadow in my crease. That's it. Because it's my skin tone, so it's not doing too much of anything. So that means I'm not going to have a dark outer V like I want either. So I think we're going to go into, well, I mean, I can see a little bit of difference. It just looks like that grayer shade that we put over the top, but I want a dark outer V. So we're going to go back into the Dark Mattes palette, and we're going to take the blue I put on my lower lash line and put that in the outer V, since we're going to have to put that shimmery blue on the outer V. So
I can get in on my laptop, but I can't get in on my phone. That makes no sense, but I'm not gonna.
Not gonna what? Okay. Yeah, because at least you can get in. So he's upset because he can't record the new Adopt Me like thing that they're adding or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know anything about video games or Roblox, so I just know he plays a lot of something called Among Us and Adopt Me. So, and he was excited because he got, I think, like a unicorn or something. And that's supposed to be like the hardest thing to like get in the eggs. So, and then he gave his flying dragon away to his best friend Raheem. That's all. Raheem has been Adriangameover's best friend since he was in kindergarten, and Adrian is in the 6th grade. So I'm glad he has a little friend that he's had like forever. That's actually reliable and he can depend on. So anyway, I like the way that blue looks, and I'll probably end up putting that on lower lash line too. So maybe we should just match up the lower lash lines now, and then we can just get rid of the Viseart palette completely. So, take that same blue, dust it underneath here. And to me, this is like the perfect shade of smoky type blue. Like Viseart did that with this palette. They just did it. Okay. Put that back over there. Take the brush and dust underneath here. And y'all saw I made sure I tried to connect it to like the outer V and whatnot. So I might even try to throw on some eyeliner today. Who knows? But I'm going to take pictures before I put on the eyeliner. So just in case I screw it up, you don't see nothing. No, let me stop. So let me swatch these colors, and then I'll go on with the shimmers on my lid. So now with the brown, obviously you're not going to see it because, you know, it is the color of my skin. So you shouldn't look too hard for it because I'm not going to try to build up a whole lot. You'll see a little like random dark spot on my hand. It like looks somewhat like it, and that's how you know it's that one. I'm going to put the rest of the colors next to it. So obviously that'll be another hint. Okay, so they have one of these topper S type shades in each palette, and a more pigmented one. So this is the other quad. As you can see, that's the one that's supposed to be in my crease that matches my skin tone. And then you got these 3 right here. So you already know I'm going to most likely put the blue all over the lid, and then I'm just going to layer the golds, and those are going to be what you see in the inner corner. So let's get started. I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs the shadow brush and dig in here and just look how, oh my god, yes, look at that shimmer, honey. Okay, I thought they were gonna be like those, you know, Dior palettes and those palettes that don't give you that much pigmentation with shimmers. But okay, I see you. I stand corrected. Excuse me. It was very rude of me to assume that. But that's just normally how luxury high-end palettes work. So I just assumed that's how this one's going to be. And it's proving me wrong. And I am totally fine with that. Because, you know, that's not how I wanted it to be. And we all know it's not. Crease brush and, clean brush and just dust up in the crease. I want it to be a little smokier and darker though. So I think I'm going to go back into the Viseart palette even though I swore we were done with it. But it's just not giving me the smokiness that I'm getting on this side. And I want both sides to be smoky. So I'm going to go in with that same shade I did before. And, you know, dusting all of my crease. Yes, that's the smoke I was looking for right there. And then we're going to take this clean brush and now let's go with the inner corner. And then, although I've been talking through the video for the most part about my thoughts, we don't get into my true final thoughts. So I'm going to take this shade because I think this was the one that was most pigmented. And then there's like a topper-esque type shade in there. I'm gonna have to add on, but we're gonna start with this one since it's the most pigmented, and then we'll add the topper shade last. So and I think this video might go up Sunday just because I'm super excited to try some Chantecaille. And then and then Monday, y'all, well, no, this will probably go up like Tuesday because Sunday, y'all gonna have to see Pat McGrath. Then Monday, y'all will see Charlotte. And then Tuesday, y'all will see this video. But anyway, so my thoughts on these palettes. I'm actually quite shocked and surprised. And this one is my favorite, of course, because it gives me that blue, cool, smoky tone that I'm just living for and love for. So I'm most excited about that. The cool one is nice, though. Like, if you like more of these berry-ish type tones, I feel like you'll like this one just a little bit better than you'll like this one. But I like this one the best just because we all know this is my aesthetic and color story. They gave me this. They gave me some golds to put in the corner. And then they gave me a skin tone shade that I could like somewhat use in my crease to just dust over the shimmer. If I was one of those people that just puts a shimmer on the lid and, you know, doesn't do like the outer V work and all that. And I used to not do the outer V work, but lately I find that it just gives me a little extra that I was looking for. So I actually really like these quads. If you can catch them on sale, I definitely recommend it. Now for like, I think the $80 that they cost, I would only get one. I only got both because both of them together were like 80 bucks. But if I had to pick one, I would definitely pick this one, the warm one. But since Charlotte Tilbury has one with this exact color story, it just doesn't have a matte in it. Like, you might want to just get the holiday one because you can get 20% off at Sephora if you're rouge like I am once the sale hits on October the 29th. So just keep that in mind. You might want to just go ahead and, you know, do that. So, but I wouldn't say these aren't bad. I would definitely probably check for the brand a little bit more than I was before just because I didn't expect them. Sorry, let me put them with the eyes that they go with. I didn't expect it to be as, you know, nice as it turned out to be. So it is definitely a pleasant surprise, and I will definitely be looking to this brand some more now that I've actually tried something that I like. If anyone cares what's on my lips, I have on the Fenty Beauty Makeout, what is it, Makeout Break? Yeah, Makeout Break. And then I put on the Cola Lip Liner by Juvia's Place. As you can see, I've been loving that because I've been using it quite a bit with all my looks. But I like pencils that roll up because I feel like they're easier to, like, you know, use. I don't have to worry about trying to find a pencil sharpener. I don't have to worry about the pencil sharpener anyway. So I'm like, I'm definitely here for that. But yeah, I'm definitely here for Chantecaille now that I have tried something out. So let me know if you tried anything from Chantecaille and what you thought about it. But I'm curious to like try some more eyeshadow palettes now that I've tried that one. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. I hope you enjoyed trying Chantecaille with me for the first time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.